Hang on. Hey Tom, how are you, mate? What a stupid question to ask, though, about Jordan DeGarry when it's got nothing to do with the club. Good luck to him, but uh, Yeah, I just hope that he actually tells us what his plans are. Like, I don't trust him, but I'm gonna have to. I want him to tell me what he's got planned before I don't like voting without not knowing on what's gonna happen. So that's yeah, that's why I've already done that. Um, yeah, just did one today. If you guys haven't liked the stream, please like the stream as well. Um, Yeah, I did say that. I have to. I'm good, Dave. Yeah, I did a video of that. Hi, Kevin Collingwood fan. How are you, mate? 4 people in the chat. Yeah, not too sure. Yeah, I know Sean's been busy with work. Yeah, that's it. No, Grozzy's been posting up videos as well. Just you're lucky. Yeah, I love going to the AFLW. There we go. Uh, G'day Michael, yeah I do mate. Ah, hi Mr. Dude, how are you? Yes, I've noticed that. Sports stuff. Just trying to. You, hey Graz. If you, well, because we are scheduled to play certain games at Marvel Stadium, I think. What a shot. So how's the clips going, Graz? That's good. You know, if I ever do yell out something, you can clip it. Oh, I've seen that one. You're a hack, Greg Hill. There you go, in case you're gonna clip that one. Sure. And you can do clips of me. Oh, you're lucky. The Christmas 22 game is supposed to be my Christmas present. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, I heard about that. That is sad. And if I see anyone who think that's funny, they got another thing coming. thank God, like, they're being good posts, but if I see one idiot on screen. So, that's the difference. Mostly people are very good with that. Alright, thanks guys. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna leave my progression up. But in all seriousness, look, I think, good luck to him, but I just hope that he doesn't, make the situation worse. I just hope that he's more matured about it. I just hope that we can, you know, that we can talk about it. Do I need to do a video to update on the channel or not? That was peaceful. So who's seen my video I did today? G'day, sports staff. How are you? Okay, let's see what I can do. Ooh, I gained a subscriber. I have... Yeah, it's a pleasure. Really is. Ooh. Shoot it. Hey guys. Oh, excuse me. Whoever has subscribed, hi Shannon. Whoever has subscribed, love y'all. Yeah, it means a lot. It really does. I try to make the best content for you guys. Hey guys, I do have a question for you guys, especially in chat. Do you think that I should do old Guernseys that some teams should bring back as like a second or third class Guernsey in a way or not? And while you're at it, I'm just gonna go to the loo, so I'm gonna be a couple minutes. Alright. So do you think I should do video of which of the old, like which team should bring back the old Guernseys as a second or third clash? Lost to Scarborough. So that's where Blake's won. Step back three, baby. Got it. Yeah, we are. Should I keep playing NBA or should I do Cricket 22? Oh, should be interesting. I think they're due for it. I did lose a subscriber too. So should I do Cricket 22 stream or should I keep going on this? After this? Okay. Oh, what? Comments are turned on. Might have to edit that.
the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. At small forward and power forward. Porter and then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Gafford into the center, walking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Dinwiddie goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
And you got to love the rookies getting in the paint. I mean, they sort of like grind it out.
From 12 feet out. Doesn't go for him. So let's go the other way with it.
And you got to like what they've been doing down low in the post.
KD's shot is off.
You expect him to make that, but you got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Talent Wood.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
That's true. We'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, got to give him credit for coming back.
Here's Allen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a wonderful player in Texas. Jared Allen came into the league. It was a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
Bulls making the switch here. Hutchison's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Jordan's checked in.
Oh.
On the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And breaks.
Um.
Defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leading
Well, if my
ability
workmates are playing for, I'd be different story.
that vertical spacing teamwork to have inside.
Remarkable strength on the alley-oop. Durant is taking no credit.
Bulls trail by 3. Satoransky with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. And that one, good. He's got 27. Brooklyn's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Allen finds Dinwiddie.
Surely should pass it.
Activate when the changes start here tonight. The first one's caught. Good on both. And Portland has possession. They trail by 3. To the left wing. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Allen. Poked away. And he'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful beat.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, then you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, but they can push themselves.
3:10 quarters behind us. One more to go. For being with us as we begin the fourth. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Jordan.
See, I'm just killing it. 34 points. I'm performing a lot better as well. Just need to make sure that I perform my task well.
Gives out there to Jared Allen. And it's Durant. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Crawford at the 2. Down low. KD's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Quarter pass to Markkanen. The 11-footer. A rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Opts it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop deals.
From the baseline. Basket good. 37 points for him.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Nets trail by 5. Now Dinwiddie. It's Durant on the wing. The pass to Allen. The 10-footer. And that one goes long. Schroeder bringing it up now for the Bulls. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. KD passes to Crawford. Over corner.
fuck, I feel tired.
An assist by KD. KD's got 5 assists tonight. Time called here, and the Bulls decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Should I stream or should I stop?
It was a fantastic ball game. They did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge.
that's just leadership. I could see that my team needed me to be a big part of the offense tonight. So I just stepped up my game and delivered whenever I could. And it's all about doing your part to secure the W, you know?
Starring in your role. You did that tonight. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David Belton was also
Hey, welcome to the show. You're on with Anchor and the Hornet. How you doing? Great, thanks for having me. Awesome. So you're fresh new to the office. Just wondering, how do you see yourself fitting into the team going forward? What's your role?
My role is just to do what I have to do to get us a win. You know, we have some great fans here, and I really just want to make a plus.
So what's been the most surprising thing about making NBA player?
Just how much I've been able to learn as a teammate. You know, all these guys are great at what they do, and just to be in this environment is pretty amazing. So I soak up everything I just learned.
Good stuff, Jay. Well, I tell you what, we'll let you get back to the locker room, but thank you for joining us.
Hey, no problem, bro.
For real, bro, Pete.
So Levi? Hey, Jen. Hey. Gatorade grabs, y'all. Introduce you to. They're thinking about working you into the fold. Get out of the profile. Hey, we want you to be together. That's the number one thing. I'm ready to discuss it. Look, you are. Listen. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for the advice. Reese. Yes. Hi. Hello. I want to introduce you to the NBA's next big thing. This is my man, Jay. Thanks, son. So I want to talk to you
Before you
about...
get into it, I wanted to plug for it.
Yeah.
We're actually doing this this
Oh,
week.
do your thing.
So
Sorry to interrupt.
we're going to keep our eyes
Okay,
on
cool.
it, but we will keep you up.
All right.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, you're in great hands, Jay.
All right.
Levi is my guy.
Yeah. Have a good trip. See you when you get back. Let's get this, Bill. Okay. Wait.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your time.
Are you being facetious?
Very generous.
Okay.
Very generous. Good seeing you.
Love you.
So should I do Cricket 22 or should I just keep playing?
Hello?
Hello, what's going on?
Nothing much, just finished up for the day and just got a little bit of spare time, saw you streaming, so thought I'd pop in.
Oh, jeez, man.
Because I haven't been too active lately, so might as well. And we've also got a little bit of news to talk about too.
Yes, 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 we do. Um, things have been happening at the football club. Um, there's been a lot of there was an agent that happened last night.
Yep.
And now we officially got the Jeff Brown as our new president, which don't know
Yep.
how you feel with that, but
I mean, like, I think you'd probably know in terms of how I am, in terms of if I like it or not. But I mean, at the end of the day, if someone's going to come in and do the job and make Collingwood better, I mean, I'm not going to, like, tell them to get stuffed. Um, but at the same time, with everything that's been happening, there's not like I can walk into the club and say, hey, you off your seat and like get staffed, like, like obviously what's happened, and he's obviously going to be president for at least a couple of years. Um, I'm happy to, I guess, in a sense, because I mean, can't do anything now except give him a chance, and I guess we just gotta go from there with, I guess, all the how that all goes. Um, and yeah, really can't do much more than that, really. Hey Tom.
I'm like, yeah, the trust issue is there, considering that. Look, at this whole time, he didn't have a plan. Like, he doesn't, like, him and his crew, they didn't want to jump on Swift Luke's videos, and there was a couple other people there too that didn't want to go on and discuss. And I think, well, with the way that, social media is these days, surely you jump on a live stream and you go, okay, well, what is your plans, answer some questions from us fans, and actually get us to, inform on what you do and what you got planned. And I think, and I've had this fight with someone on Twitter. I've had it, like, even to call Swoop Luke Stooge Luke, and absolutely, like, make ridiculous, comments about, the people that he interviewed. And I say, well, you know what? I don't see Jeff Brown doing that. I see what Luke Carlton or Blue Board's done with Luke Power and also Luke Say, is like to get them both on and ask questions, and at least ask the fans out there who want to ask the tough questions. I can't see why not. Like, I think it's a great idea. I think that we as fans, we've got to, it's our duty to know what's going on. Like, it's our duty to find out what the hell is happening. And I think with our short-term and long-term goals, I think we need to start winning premierships. I think it's has to be that. But I just thought there was a dumb question that did get asked. I don't know if you've seen it. One of the members asked about Jordan De Goey, and they're not going to say it's a dumb question. Of course they're going to say it's a good question. They're going to answer it. But I just think that's a stupid question. Like, that's not what it's about. It's all about, what sort of success we're going to have. And I want to know what the plans are. I want to know, okay, if Jeff Brown gets in, what are we going to do? Like, what we do on field and off field does matter. But I'll give him a chance, but if he doesn't perform, I'm gonna call it out. I really am. Like, you know, people to say, "Oh, Mark Order made mistakes." Like, yeah, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Like, he took over from Eddie, for God's sake, and you know, why didn't no one at the time say anything when Eddie was in charge? Nobody did.
Yeah.
And because no one went up for the board for all those years, naturally. So it just pisses me off in a way that nobody mentioned this when it first happened. Having these fights on Twitter about it and just say, well, mate, you know, we're all adults. Like, how hard is it to go and talk to the club and say, hey, can we have a chat? I want, you know, can we have a discussion on something? And if we do that, it will go a long way for us as a fan base and as members, because at the end of the day, all I care about is premierships.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like,
No, I
that's why when
didn't.
it comes, I mean, when it comes to Brown and stuff, like, yeah, I'm gonna have my issues and stuff, but at the same time, like, at the end of the day, like, as long as he's doing right by the club, then I'm not gonna have an issue with him or with anybody really. It's just a matter of, you know, making Collingwood better, and if that means that Jeff Brown then becomes president, then okay, cool, that's fine. But
Yeah, it's...
I'm just really sort of, I just don't like the fact that we're bringing in somebody that's basically saying all the things, like, he's saying all the obvious things and like the things that are how do I put this? He's basically just saying all of the obvious stuff while yet midway through the season just gone, like he was kicking us while we were down. So, and just like mentioning of like all the issues that we had. So it's just really, in terms of like a likability point of view, just from that fact alone, I personally don't like him just because, you know, you don't go into something by shitting on them, if that makes any sense. Like,
Yeah, I
You
don't
wanna-
like that part. I didn't like that. I didn't like that his puppets were going towards the media, like the Collingwood haters. I did not like that. Look, I agree with Eddie on that point.
Yeah.
You get your people like David Haitley as well, and he might be a good bloke, but why didn't he speak up earlier? Why didn't anyone speak up earlier? Like, I wasn't a member until 2018. So, if there was a problem at the football club, if you didn't like on who was in charge, then speak up. Talk to the club.
Yeah.
So the issues can be resolved. Like, we're bloody human beings, yeah? Are we adults or are we a bunch of kids? Or kindergartens? Or I win an EGM. Like, mate, it didn't turn out like that, thank God. Because I guarantee you, if that happens, that sets us back 10, 15 years at least. And I don't care what other people say. The facts are that EGMs kill clubs. It really does, because all it does is just it ruins clubs, and it's harder to get back. So what do you say about John De Goey? That's all.
Well, he had a Q&A. It went for just under 10 minutes. Basically nothing. He just basically said that he's going to let the right people discuss that as he's he's not in a position to be speaking about that. Yeah, he just gave like a handball off sort of type answer,
Yeah.
but then tried to obviously, um, yeah, he basically just gave off like a handball to somebody else, and he didn't really want to address it, but yet he like addressed it enough to where he addressed it, but it was just more of a handball off to, oh, I'm just going to leave it to these guys to work that out, and we're not going to just believe everything, and we're going to take our time with it. Like, it's pretty basic in terms of like what you would do, sort of thing. So, it wasn't anything cutting edge that he was saying. Nor would he want to be a part of it too much, because I mean that's those things can get out of hand pretty quickly,
Oh,
especially from a
100%.
media point of view. But no, he didn't say anything too sort of over the top. But he did address it to a certain extent, I guess.
Because his son was at the open training on that Friday, and he was trying to obviously find out what's going on, and he stayed out of it. Like, he said, look, I'm staying out of it, that's up to you guys, blah blah blah. Like, okay, fair enough, but I don't know, can our secrets be trusted, or or is everything gonna go out in the media and it's just gonna make it worse? So there's some things you don't want the media to know, and you don't want us fans to know. I can live with that. I really can.
Yeah, because I mean, even I mean, for those who don't know, whether if you guys have put two and two together, Tom Brown is actually Jeff Brown's son.
Yeah.
So so there's obviously that, and obviously Tom Brown is a part of the media. I'm sure even Tom Brown himself would have had connections, even though probably Jeff probably got him into the media just by his connections alone. So, just from that point of view, Jeff Brown has connections with Eddie, so then there's that as well. There's just too many things where it's good to have those connections. Don't get me wrong, because they can do certain things, but you just want like I just can't sit here and say that all these things he does are with a genuine sort of intent, if that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
it just makes it difficult from where I stand, because it's like, well, I want the best for Collingwood, and if I have someone that's very, very friendly with Eddie, has somebody in the media, or has a son that's in the media,
Yeah.
it makes it really difficult to sort of, I don't
Trust
know,
you.
there's just too many things. There's just too many things in terms of trust right now.
Yeah.
It's just not there. But then on top of that as well too, and I think that's just due to the fact that he's just become president as well. So once that settles down, and say we're into the first 10 games of the year sort of thing, and if we're 6-4, 7-3, and we've had a good start. Just for example, like, at least we can look at it and go, okay, well, at least everything's going well. We don't have to be throwing pitchforks anywhere, sort of thing, or whatever that saying is. I can't remember what the saying is, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
so, I'm happy to give him a chance, because it's not like I'm gonna make any difference anytime soon with anything, at least when it comes to that side of Collingwood, at least.
Yeah, same here. Like, I'm gonna be the same. Look, I'll give him a chance. I'll see what see what he says and does. But for me personally, and I've spoken to Sean Callanan, I think it was on Twitter or Facebook. I said, mate, thank you for coming on Swoop League's live stream and actually talk to us and give us on what that you would want to do for the club, and I appreciate that. Like that's something that I hope our new president now, that he can come out and do that and get some of the people to come on and asking the hard questions and say, mate, what are your thoughts? What is your plan? Because for me to say, oh, okay, you know what, I'm glad you actually have done that. And then what success looks like what is a long-term success, like how many premierships you want to see in 10, 15 years. And that's all I care about, to be honest with you. Like, the off-field stuff, yeah, it does help with the sponsors and the partners as well. The partnerships all clubs have. But I just hope that our on-field success, that I want us to be the best team, like a Richmond sort of type thing, where we win 3 out of 4 premierships in that 4-year gap. Like, why not? Like, I'd be happy to back that call. And I'll have an opinion on it, and I think, yeah, like it's good to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, then you're just wasting your time. So I think, I think now that he has, okay, he's president, yeah, congratulations. But I just hope, like, it's not going to become too much of an issue where there's going to be a lot of things to be said at the club, and whether people are going to be saying, oh, it's Mark Corder's fault, when it's Jeff Brown's fault that comes out in the media. That's because it's okay for Eddie to say, it's time to the board to put up, but it's also time for Jeff Brown to put up and shut up and actually tell us on what he's going to do, and that way, like, people can vote for him. They think, oh, okay, but what about your son? Like, are there going to be any media leaks? And just ask that question. And if he says, no, look, whether what I do doesn't affect, between my son and I'll make sure to keep some things private that he might know that he can't say, because, like, all you need is just all you need someone to say this, all of a sudden, like, that becomes the story, and you've got issues when it comes with that, is because then you are conflicted.
Yeah, for sure.
How many times was Eddie conflicted because, when it became a Collingwood player getting into trouble, he defended them. But yet when it came to another team's player that did the wrong thing, he goes hard on that. He's conflicted. So, you know what? And I like when the club talks about the Do Better report. I like on what's happening with that, because that's something that should be important to us fans as well. Like, we need to make sure that we call this shit out. Like, if someone's being racist, call it out. But yeah, apart from being cooked this week, and unfortunately, it's actually feeling a lot better than what it was on
Yeah.
Then Tuesday, Wednesday.
No, it's good. Like, um, yeah, it's. I mean, it's obviously, the fact that we're, getting all these things done now, and hopefully we'll be able to go to the games now and everything without having to worry about this. So
Oh, well,
it's
that's it.
yeah. I just hope we can just get through a whole season without being affected by COVID at all. But
Oh, there was a few things that did upset it. Like, we had a bit of a loss because of the whole COVID thing. And especially the Glass House, like, there wasn't any match day, things that happened as well. So I think all clubs would have lost some of that as well because the home games and not being able to go. Like, unfortunately, like, a lot of clubs are going to lose money because of no crowd situation, having to travel like further away as well. But hopefully next year we can get back into normality and learn how to live with this virus. And let's see on what happens as well, because it's what we all need to do. And knowing I did a video today about the ball thing, and I congratulate her, and I had my thoughts on it. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I might do a Christmas stream. I'm not 100% sure. Because I know on Boxing Day I'm going to go out to do the Boxing Day sales, and that I'll do every year. So, like, tend to go to Southland and go there for the day and see on how much stuff we can get through the discounts as well. But if you guys see me in public, come and say hello. If you just want a photo with me, quite happy, oblige. So yeah, don't be afraid to say hello. Just obviously tell me on what your name is, and happily to do it. So and then I don't know if you heard about Brody Grundy, but that comment where he said he doesn't stand for anymore about Jordan De Goey, and he backs the club's calls, and some of our supporters were not happy, innocent till proven guilty, and I said, well, mate, you know what? I like that from Brody, because that shows you leadership. That just says, no, look, we don't stand for this as a club. And then Mark Murphy having a crack at Mick Malthouse and saying, oh, I didn't think Dee's heart was in it. And talked about like what happened at Carlton as well. Hi, Short Sports, how are you, mate? But then again, he forgets that Carlton's ball people decided to get rid of Radin. Oh, sweet. £50 is what I needed. Oh, 3 people in the chat. Sweet. That's alright, mate. I wasn't too sure if I should do M Cricket 22 stream. Bailey Smith has taken indefinite leave of absence from the Western Bulldogs. That's... Oh. In second of the 15th, did Sean go?
What's that, sorry?
Tom was asking, did you go on the second of the 15th? What's this about, Tom?
Yeah, I don't know what the 2nd or the 15th is.
Yeah, I don't know either. You meant like... Is that the women's game you was talking about, or... Or were you Oh, the cricket score game. Did you end up going to it?
Actually, I haven't. I mean, I've had opportunities to go, but I haven't been able to actually go for reasons I'd rather not get into. But trying to think of what 2 for 15 specifically is though, because I'm drawing a blank on what was 2 for 15.
Oh, the second of the 15th. So we had the Melbourne Renegades home game, which I think they won. They beat the Adelaide Strikers.
Yeah, we bet Adelaide Strikers, and then we lost to them the game after.
Yep.
And then who did we play after that? We
Then
played Brisbane Heat at some point.
Yep.
Was that the next one?
Yeah, and you just you lost by five wickets at Metricon, and then all of a sudden you...
Have we had 3 games or 4 games? Because I know we played Strikers twice.
You played the Brisbane
and then we
Heat
played
once.
the Heat. So we've only played 3 games.
But the Renegades do have the Scorchers on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Of December, and that's Marvel, and that's
Oh
it.
no, you're talking about the Ashes and stuff where we had them 2 for 15.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Well, I couldn't have gone to the England game because I was over in Queensland, so I definitely didn't go to that one.
Probably meant, like, did you watch it? Because...
I've been trying to tune in here and there, but I haven't been watching it that much. Yeah, because I mean, I've actually, yeah, I was supposed to go to a few games, but yeah, it ended up, there was change of plans throughout some of those games I was supposed to go to.
I went to the open training session when we played the Sydney Thunder, and I did a preview at night.
Yeah, that was the one where Andre Russell,
Yeah,
didn't he get like a quick 40 odd or something?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
It was.
I was gonna go to that one, and then yeah, ended up I guess I watched it. We just had a bit of change of plans with how we watched it.
I heard a rumor. Apparently, the Lakers might trade Russell Westbrook.
Who for? Oh, was that the Damian Lillard?
I
So they were trying to.
possibly.
Because I think Damian Lillard was looking for a trade as well. I think.
Because they did have Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving.
Mm.
But cause I like some of our fans. I actually watch YouTube content, so I know like what I'm talking about. And there's Streamers Pro, there's EPSN as well. But if you're a mate of LeBron James, you can get in. Like, you won't get fired at EPSN. Like, he'll make sure of that. Because, you know, it's all about the Lakers. It's all about talking about him.
Mm.
And the fact is that if you are, you know, in his bubble, like a Rachel Nichols is, even though EPSN got rid of her, then he would rather be comfortable and get an interview by her, because let's be honest, like them two flirt with each other, and you can just see it. Like they don't make it obvious where she's touching him, but you can really see it as well on top of that.
Yep.
So, according to one reporter that was working for EPSN, she was gonna interview LeBron James, and she thinks that, like, she believes that LeBron James used his power to get a fight, and I do think that, like, I really do think that, because like if he has influence on who gets job at EPSN, and like I'm first taking that, then that just tells me that you've got no chance.
Mm. Yeah. But no, like I've had a few opportunities to go to some of the Big Bash games, but yeah, for a few reasons, I haven't been able to actually go to the stadiums. But obviously, when it does happen, which hopefully is soon, I'll be able to.
Rain delayed, there is lightning strikes at the cricket. It's not really surprising.
Is there a Big Bash game on tonight? I thought they had a few days off.
I think that I did have a few days off because of the whole because of the Ashes as well.
Mm.
But I did see that the West Indies and Pakistan game got postponed too.
Mm.
So it looks like Andrew Russell might be playing for Melbourne Stars a lot longer then. Since that got postponed. I think it was on Twitter as well. That's why I'm pretty sure I did see it. Or Instagram, if that was the case. But I did see it on either one of them. I love Andrew Russell. You know, I respect him dearly.
So is there any predictions for who's going to win the game? Sorry, not win the game, win the tournament.
Wouldn't surprise me if it was between Melbourne Stars, Perth Scorchers, and either, oh, what's this team? Adelaide Strikers, potentially.
So no Perth Scorchers.
Yeah, Perth Scorchers, Adelaide Strikers, or Melbourne Stars at this rate.
Okay, yeah.
Because Melbourne Stars, what, 2-2 now? So we beat the Sixers twice, and we beat the Thunder twice, but we lost to the Sixers twice.
Yep. Because I just think it's Sixers and Scorchers for me. I think Sixers are just too much of a well-drilled team, and Perth Scorchers are that too. But I think especially with Mitch Marsh now playing, like he's going to be that different.
I know.
And,
Yep.
I just don't really think that there's many players in the world at the moment that can probably get Mitch Marsh out at the moment. And you know, obviously we know when he gets going, like it's pretty good to watch.
Yeah, well, pretty much. Oh, I got blocked even though I had it on the green. Oh, here we go. There's a comment here by XXStabCrane190. Do you only talk about Collingwood and the BBL? Well, been talking about the NBA as well.
I mean, it's easier for us to talk about those things because those are the things that we're
Passionate about.
well, it's just that we know a lot more about those things because that's basically our interest. But
Well, at least you only like that you were joking. So I do like. Oh no, you actually didn't put LOL. So no, look, look, I love the NBA and I like basketball in general. I play on the Thursday nights, so I haven't been able to play last night because I had a reaction from the Brewster and I had to be very careful with at work as well.
actually, there's one thing I do want to discuss when it comes to Manson actually, because like I was actually watching that in the last game we played. I want to say, yeah, it was the Brisbane Heat game, which was his first game for the year. He just seems like a guy that's just very like nervous and just. I don't know if it's just lack of confidence, but like he just seemed like he just seemed like he was just questioning himself all the time, sort of thing. So. I
Yeah.
don't know, it's making it really hard for me to sort of like or not criticize, but sort of like, give constructive criticism because I don't know, just like watching him bat the other day, like it just made me feel bad for anything that I've said, like because I've never been a fan of him since he's come to the Renegades, and I think I've made that fairly clear, and I've always thought that Bo was a better player than Madison, but. I don't know, I just saw him bat the other day, and like it wasn't like he was batting badly, but he was just like it was just as if he was just I don't know out of form and out of touch, and it just seemed like there was just so much pressure on him. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm going off now.
No, it's
But
not the
like,
playoff short spots.
and that's the thing. Like, I think Madison's actually, I think he's obviously got the talent, and I think everybody knows that. Um, it's just a matter of when he does like play and stuff, he's just not like kind of all there. So I don't know. Maybe it's just first game. What's it called? Like first game nerves, maybe. So maybe next game he's a bit less stressed because there was a lot of times when he would be swinging at the ball, swinging and missing, and I mean even as a batsman, like even like for me, like the amount of times I've made like say 10 runs off like 40 balls or 50, 60 balls sort of thing. You can play on your mind a bit, so
Oh, I can.
yeah, I don't know, it just sort of made me really like sort of second guess, like should I be going as hard as I am at Madison compared to I don't know someone like because even like Mackenzie Harvey, like he's had a great few games to start off the season, like he's had a great start. Um, I mean, I kind of agree with that, Tom, but then I kind of don't because he has had good knocks. Like, but I think just watching him play, like his confidence levels just weren't there. Like he just wasn't confident. I mean, I don't know if it's maybe my mind's a bit jumbled, but like I could have sworn like when he was batting, you could like see him like shaking a little bit too. Like he was just very fidgety and nervous and. I don't know. I think that would probably play a factor into how he was playing.
Can
I
I
don't know.
can I ask a question? What do you think of Marcus Harris? Is it time that we drop him from the Australian side?
Yes, because I want an extra batter for the Renegades. um, in all seriousness, like, I haven't seen much of Harris bat. The last time I saw him bat was for the Renegades, and even then, I don't know, I just don't think he's fully ready to play for Australia anyway. Like, even when he played at the Renegades, it just seemed like I mean, he had a lot of, like, form going into it through Sheffield Shield and stuff, like, don't get me wrong, but I just don't, he's just one of those guys where I think, again, maybe it's like a confidence issue where, and the fact that he is playing against players that are just a lot, like the standards are higher, so he's probably struggling to come to terms with all that. So, and even, I don't know if we've spoken this much about when it comes to career players, but we've definitely spoken about it when it comes to football and Collingwood and stuff like that. But whenever you get a guy that's comfortable, you don't let that guy go. So like how, for example, when Tom Langdon ended up debuting and his first like 5 games, like he literally played as if he had played like 80, 90, 100 games sort of thing, like off his first like 5 games.
Yeah.
So as players like that, you try and keep sort of thing, and I don't think Marcus Harris is that. Someone, I don't know where I saw it, but someone put out a stat when it came to Renshaw and Harris. and Harris has played one more game than Renshaw, but yet Renshaw has a higher batting average. So, but it wasn't like but it wasn't like it. I think Harris's batting average is like 22, and I think Renshaw's was like 33. So it wasn't a massive jump, but it's obviously, when you look at those stats, obviously you can make a very clear narrative with that. That obviously 22 is lower than 33. But even so, like even when it comes to like batting and stuff, you also need games under your belt. Like you need like a whole bunch of things to go your way. So just to swap him out and put Renshaw in, I mean, it could potentially help. I mean, I know Renshaw's like improved his game a lot. Like he's a lot more better at T20s now. Because he used to be terrible when he would bat in T20s because he just didn't have his aggression just wasn't there when it came to getting boundaries.
Even Mitch Marsh has even improved as well.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. I think Marsh is probably just happy just playing T20s at the moment because that's probably where he's happiest. And with a guy that's had the career that he's had, I think I'm just happy just to see him happy. So even if that just means he's just a T20 specialist, then I'd rather just leave him at that.
Because I've had a chat with UCAT, and I said to him like he's a great YouTuber. Check him out as well, guys. Like he makes some great content. But he's thinking of giving me a mod because I've always been in his streams, and I think you seem like he knows I'm a nice person and all that, and I think that with that as well, like it's always good to talk to someone as well. And he almost cried on that comment when I commented on them. You know what, mates? Sometimes it does happen when you get out for double duck as well, and like, I don't know him personally, but I bet if I ever did pass away and UCAT knew that, or something bad happened, I bet you that UCAT will make a video about it and hope that everything goes well, because that's the type of person I think UCAT is.
Yeah.
And the fact is, like, I love UCAT, I love Cardi's and Ryder's content, and I make videos because they are the ones that do make AFL content as well. And I think that's important, that the more AFL YouTubers out there like yourself, Sean, myself, Lockie, Pommy and all that, I think the better it is. I'm not too sure if he has yet, Nums, but yeah, even though I don't donate, I still support him by obviously liking the stream as well. Oh, 7 people in the chat, and I would give UCAT more on my channel as well. I really would, because like then I know it's him.
Yep.
So, man, I would do it. Like I do it for Ryder. I know I've done it for Cardi as well. Because I trust those guys. Like they make great content. That's what it's all about. Like I've realised now that my content would die down if it was just all Collingwood. Now, obviously, because we've had the AGM and that sort of stuff, and we had the new president, like that's something I had to talk about. But when the BBL's on, I can talk about that. Like I love talking about the NBA. So I think even though like I wrote like an essay as well, but I just want him to appreciate my comments, and like I'm a respectful guy who that isn't a hack, and like if I need to improve on my videos, then I'll do it. You know, I'll try and make the best content I can. Yeah, I'd like to see Joe Burns in the Australian side.
Yeah, I think when it comes to anyone outside of Victoria, I think personally for me, and I don't know about anybody else, but I think Joe Burns is probably my favourite cricketer, especially outside of Victoria. Like I just love he's just sort of just
Yeah,
willing to
I
like just the way he can
know.
adapt,
Yeah.
like the way he can be like a defensive type of player, one ball, but yet he can also like throw the bat and get you a quick 20 in like I don't know 12 balls. Like the fact that he can do all those things, like he kind of reminds me, and which used to be like when he would play, he was like my favorite player. For a while was Michael Hussey. Like I just
Oh, I
love the
love
way that he
Michael
played,
Hussey.
and I think Joe Burns is exactly that.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you, Num, for that comment as well. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I know you didn't understand, but that's why I explained it to him better as well. Because you get your odd idiots as well that think it's funny, and when shit like that happens, and it's like, yeah, no, mate, like it's not a joke, like. But I think for who do we have potentially? Could I get
who's
100
this for?
for the one player I like to see playing cricket? Kawaja.
I don't know. It's just I've seen Kawaja play and fail so many times. Like it's just sort of a like when you see somebody so often, like you just want to make sure they succeed because otherwise it's just because it just feels very stale when they don't. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Have you noticed that YouTube has changed some of the things as well?
What's that?
So if I go into, oh, what the fuck am I doing? So if I go into my channel, right, there's got the YouTube studio and there's some, and which I haven't seen before. So they've got a bit of the YouTube studio, but if you want to know more, then you have to go in. You have to view more on the YouTube studio. So they must have add a couple things as well.
Mm.
Yeah, Brody Couch is another one. I just don't like Joe Clark. At the Melbourne Stars. I just
Isn't Joe
don't
Clark a international player though?
think so.
Okay. Because if he's an international player, I mean, obviously they've gone out of their way to go and get him. So if that's the case, like surely he can't be a bad player because otherwise it's just a waste of a spot for somebody else. Actually, what happened to that? I forgot what his name was, but they called him the Spiceman that played last season. What had happened to him?
Oh, don't know what's happened with him.
Because he wasn't too bad. It took him a while to get going, but once he got going, he was pretty good.
Pretty much. Oh, and Andrew Fletcher, that's right. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you guys...
Andre Fletcher.
Do you guys know what happened to him?
He's probably
Okay.
just not playing. Like,
Man, I liked him.
yeah, I thought he was pretty cool. That's coming from a Renegades fan.
You think it was a 1-year contract? Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. He's not playing anywhere else, so
I
I don't know.
get
Maybe
him.
he's injured for all we know.
Yeah, I get him.
Mm. Yeah, because he took a while to get going, but then once he got going, like he was pretty good. Because I remember he was catching a bit of flack for not making many runs early on. Um, so
I th
I mean, who knows? Maybe that's what's in store for Joe Clark if he starts playing and stuff, and
yeah, I
you know,
think
it
so.
only takes him to get one score, and then he's off the board with a bit of confidence. Because
I did
you
love
know, for
I did love Glenn Maxwell's 100. That was good.
oh yeah, Bourne was another one. Bourne was a really good recruit, but he's not there. Is it possible to look up like who's on what contract and how long they are for, or is it just
I'm
we
not too
just
sure
gotta
how
keep paying
that
attention?
stuff works. Because we don't
Well,
get.
it is based by contract, so however long it is and stuff. I don't know if there's like a limit to how many players you can have, or if an international player can only sign a 1 year deal or whatever. But um, yeah, I'd be interested to know how that all works, and like even someone like Rashid Khan, like is he on like a 1 year deal every year, or is he signed like a 5 6 year deal sort of thing? Because he's been at the Strikers for a while now.
Yeah, he's a good player. Like some of
Yeah.
these. Marcus Saunders, even though he's a good player, I like him, but it just pisses me off.
Isn't he carrying a few injuries though?
Don't know if he
Or
is or
he's like,
not, but
yeah, I think he's carrying. I think he's like got. I think it's something to his legs, so maybe like a hamstring or a calf or something that he's trying to manage at the moment. So you would explain why he hasn't had a good start.
uh, potentially. So, what do you think of Steve Smith being a vice captain and obviously now captaining the team because of Pat Cummins? I thought, yeah, it to me it didn't matter because I would
In
have thought
terms of
that.
Pat Cummins not playing.
You know, do you think it was a good idea that of today's of this test and captain in general? Because
Well,
I think
it's probably just the quickest and easiest answer to give the captain to, or the captaincy to. So, I mean, I don't have an issue with it because I mean, it's just going to go back to Cummins by the next test anyway. So, um,
and I
I
think
just
it
think
gives
it's a
him support
non-issue.
as well. Like it literally does.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Lightning suspension. He's not a bad player, Josh Phillippe. But I don't think Warner's going to retire.
When you say retire, what do you mean? You reckon he'll be around next year?
Yeah.
How old is he though? Because I didn't think he was that old, is he?
No, I don't think he is.
He is. God, he's 35.
I think he's
He'll
got.
be 36 in October.
I think he's got like one more year. But then again, like
Normally cricketers go to about 38, don't they?
something like that.
So maybe he's got 3 years left.
I think, yeah, I think maybe 1 or 2 years left in him. Because obviously, like, you tend to slow down when you get older too. They're not able to hit the big shots as well, like you once were.
Yeah, he's 35, turning 36 in, I think it was October. Yeah, I think it was October that I saw. Whatever I said before was the one.
Yeah.
So he'd be 36 then. I think cricketers normally retire around 36, 38, so I guess it just depends on injuries.
I think that Sandgate incident hurt him a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess all that stuff is done now. Like, to me personally, like, I'm not gonna think of him any less because, like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I know he got obviously blown up at the time, and even at the time I thought that this was a bit overkill in terms of how it was all played out, but, you know, people are gonna, or the media are gonna be the media, and the person that was running it at the time too, I'd rather not get into what I think of him, but basically I'm not a fan of
Oh, look, I
that
wasn't
person.
happy with that at the time. But I just think that why should we be suspending our guys for a year when South African captain's done it twice? And there's been other players that's done it from other teams so they don't get caught out. I think that's the hypocrisy, like the double standards that go on as well. Like, I think the ICC need to really pull their heads in when it comes with those type of things, because like if we're going to be hard on our players, then you should be harder on the rest of the competition, because it's going to keep happening again, and there's going to be another team that's going to get caught out.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, we were way too, because it was Cricket Australia that did the punishments, it wasn't World Cricket or anything like that, so just because we, do have punishments that are complete overkill, that doesn't mean that other countries should do the same.
Yeah, I get what you mean as well.
Yeah.
Sad news about Carlton's having some sad news lately. Liam Stocker's out for about 3-4 months. Oh, come on. I was down, for God's sake. Oh. Russell Westbrook, you're a fucking hack. Overrated hack. Don't know why you're in the team. Yeah, I think the same too.
Yeah, like, what was the prediction that I had? 2024. I think that's when we'll win our next grand final.
I think we'll win a premiership by 2023.
Oh, did we speak about? I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but there was a training session today, and somebody was training with the midfielders that I found very, very interesting.
Who's training with the midfielders?
Maynard. So Maynard's
Interesting.
been training with the midfielders, and yeah, once I saw that, I'm thinking, oh, if he does that, like, I don't know if this is weird by me, but like I think if Maynard goes in the midfield, I think I'll be getting. I think he'll be the player I'll probably get at the back of my jumper if I get a jumper, which, you know, maybe I might get a jumper on maybe the Boxing Day sales or something. But I don't know about you, but like, do you have any I don't think it's like superstitions, but do you just have anything that the average person wouldn't find weird, but you find weird? Because I feel like, because I don't know if this is, maybe this might, no, it's not necessarily showing my age, but like, I used to remember when Ryan Loney would wear 37,
Yeah.
and even back then when I was like a kid and I look at it and go, oh, that's just a terrible number. But then he changed his number to 3,
Yeah.
whenever it was. And then it was just one of those things, it just switched on into my mind of like, oh, that's such a better number, so I like that player so much more. Well, not that I like the player more, but like, it wasn't like hard to like that player, if that makes any sense. I wonder
Yeah.
if anybody goes through anything similar like that, because that's the only thing that's like making me hesitate to get Brendan Maynard on
Oh,
a Collingwood jumper, is that
I am a superstitious, so whenever it's footy season comes up, AFLW, AFL, I tend to have this idea of, like if it's a home game, I know it's a home game, then I'll have it, then I'll just have the home jumper up every single day. If it's a team that we might wear away Guernsey with, I'll just do both. And that way, I'll do that for the whole week and then see how we go with that. But other than that, like, I know that could be weird for some people, but yeah, it does depend. No, I didn't see Crispy's eye injury. That was pretty. I hope he's gonna be okay. So
yeah, he had to get surgery, and I think he said he got stitches or something.
yeah, he did.
I don't know. Like, fuck, like, imagine having to get stitches in your eye.
Fuck that shit. But no, I am a superstitious person, and I like wear my Collingwood gear at the footy. My Guernseys I'll wear, everything that I wear Collingwood related, I'll just wear for the games. And I know I've been told, oh, you shouldn't wear that, like, go as you are. But no, I'm a different cat. I'm a weird cat when it comes to that sort of stuff. Where I gotta wear my Guernseys no matter where the fuck I am.
Oh, and Harvey Harrison, his height is 181. So that's been confirmed because I did testing, the combine testing, and that's what his height was.
I did see when I went to open training. I did see Charlie Dean match up on Darcy Cameron, so he could be playing in defence.
Yep.
Mark my words,
Drape,
he'll play in defence.
So with the South Australian guy, so Draper's 186, and Merley's also 178. So
Will Kelly
I think when it comes to Merley, I can actually kind of see him being, I don't know, he's kind of like a combination of like a Zach Merritt, Zach Merritt and Andrew McGrath, sort of that smaller sort of type of mid. Even maybe like similar to like a Callum Brown.
Yeah.
I think he's got a few more tricks than Callum, so not to, obviously, with all respect due to Callum.
Rumour has it Will Kelly will play forward.
Yeah. No, he's been training with the forwards.
How are we gonna fit him in? That is interesting.
That's why I reckon when it comes to checkers, like I said it to you a couple of weeks ago, like don't be like I said that I'd
That was my dog.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I said a few weeks ago that don't be surprised if Checkers has a bad year, that he's on the way out because, you know, if we're going to continue being that quote-unquote young side, you know, we've already got probably Imagine on the out, probably got Cox on the way out, trying to think if there's any more, but like, Checkers is one of those guys where if he performs and like he kicks say over 20 goals, then he obviously will keep his spot. But I don't know, he's in that spot where like if he has a year where like he just has a bad year, or if he plays a lot of games in the VFL, like don't be surprised if they're looking at him and going, hey, do we keep you or do we keep, you know, someone like a Bill Kelly or an AJ? Because I'm telling you now, because they're a young side, they'd rather go probably Bill Kelly or an AJ than a Checkers. So, I think there's a lot of pressure, which is really kind of sad in a way, because it's like, Checkers has been our leading goal kicker in the past, 3 years?
Yeah.
So unless if Cox makes his way, but then again, like Cox isn't a Checkers. Checkers is a different type of forward. You know, Cox is a lot more closer to say Cameron than he is Checkers.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe they might use. Maybe they could probably put him in instead of like Hoskin Elliott, maybe, because they were trying to. Maybe they might want to put Hoskin Elliott forward. So if Hoskin Elliott doesn't have a good year, then maybe that's where he goes. But
Charlie
it's gonna
Jean will play early season, I reckon, especially if Howard gets injured. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know, like this is going to be a tough lineup to get into. It really is. Everyone's going to be on the. You know, it's going to be tough to really expose our weakness, and our ball movement's been really good too on what I've seen. So I think as well, Craig McRae winning side as a side by side. I like it. I really do like it.
Mm. Yeah, just like the mentality that, you know, he's putting the players through. As much as, and as much as you probably hate me saying this, Kev, I think you'll probably agree with it because I have been saying this a lot about your team. But it's like, it's trying to stay away from the Philadelphia 76ers type of mentality that they've been going through.
Yeah.
And instead of having that sort of, I don't know if it's probably right to say that Collingwood have had this, but I don't know, maybe like a little bit of like a silver spoon type attitude, if that makes any sense. But I don't think it's that far in terms of how we've like acted. But I think just to go fully, and again, this is going to be very ironic, but going from that Philadelphia 76ers mentality to something like a Miami Heat mentality. So for
Yeah.
those who don't know NBA, Philadelphia are very much known in the NBA as being a silver spoon team, which basically means that they're very much like they think everything deserves to be given to them rather than earning it, rather than the Miami Heat mentality where everything is earned and we do this by hard work and no days off and blah 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 that stuff. So I think when it comes to with Collingwood and stuff, the fact that we are going more of a more of a Miami Heat mentality than a Philadelphia mentality, which is a bit awkward given that it's NBA teams and talking about Collingwood, but just that mentality of like changing, of like saying, okay, no, if we lose, that's not okay. Like we're always trying to get better, and every week we go out there to win. Um,
Yeah. Well, for sure.
yeah. Oh, I think well, one of the things that makes me so excited about next year is that we're just such a better side, especially considering obviously last year we're just gonna like I think we're gonna be such a better side. Um,
100% we
like
will
if
be.
if Howe goes down, like we've got Charlie Dean to replace him, we've got you know Tom Wilson, we've got I mean hell we can even put in Magin because not that we would play Magin as that sort of like key back, but he might be that like third tall. But at least like we're gonna like, and this is where I think when it comes to fly, where I think we're in a really good spot because I don't think that if we had gotten like for example if we had gotten someone like a Ross Lyon, I don't think I'd be as positive as what I am when it comes to Fly being the coach because Fly is a he's come from backgrounds where he has just won. So the mentality that he has been under in all of those circumstances from all those teams that he was at, obviously with Brisbane when he was playing, you know, he was there for a short stint at Collingwood, he was at Richmond and he was at Hawthorn for all those successful periods. So wherever he goes, there's always like success and there's always
Yeah, I tend to agree.
he had plenty of opportunities to take notes and to learn of things that were really good. Yeah, like I just think it's you know really really good. Um, I'm gonna also have to head off actually because um, yeah, but I'll make sure to hop back on whenever I'm free next and
Yeah.
hopefully it's sooner rather than later. But yeah, we'll see how we go with all that.
Alright, sweet man. Cheers for coming
All
on.
good. No problem.
If we get Ross Lyon in, there would be lots of. There'll be riots at the Holden Centre. It probably will not
Yeah.
surprise me, to be honest.
Oh, if we had Ross Lyon, we would have been bottom four for the next 5, 6 years. And that's being generous. Like, oh, I'm so glad we got Fly. And yeah, we're just going to be in such a better position. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'll head off and I'll talk to you guys whenever I'm available next in the streaming. Alright.
Alright, cool.
Alright. See you guys.
Alright, see you, mate. Now, what is the time? 10:30. I'm surprised I'm surprised Bella hasn't been on my live streams as much. Normally she's on this. Well, always that excited to watch it. I think as well, like we do. I think as fans, like you know, wherever what the coaches decide, you know, we'll tend to, you know, either be happy or not. Yeah, she sent me a message as well. She's she's already got. Oh, man, I've got people bloody or something like left, right, and centre. It's not funny. Let's see what's in the answer. Oh, normally I'll be playing Cricket 22. Think it's too late to stream now. Yeah. If it's too warm tomorrow, I may not stream. Like, I literally cannot be bothered. It's supposed to be warmish, like very warm weather tomorrow, so see how we go. I put some Mandy cream on that one. So I got 7 likes. Wow, it's amazing. I don't know. 3 people watching. Yeah, definitely put Medicream on. Oh. Now, do I have any other videos to do tomorrow? Probably not. There we go. Dunk. Oh, excuse me. Wizards call a timeout. 4-2. Favor Philadelphia. Probably have this as the last game. 3 hours of streaming. Wow. Four people in the chat. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. There we go. Too easy. I've been drinking a lot of water today too, Tom. Wow. Well, that's why I've been dominating. Oh, 2 shots. Excuse me. Yeah, this is gonna be the last game, guys. So one missed shot, huh? What a dunk. Wake up. Alright, that will do. No, he had to go, mate. Unfortunately. But yeah, like I defend Swivel League 2 on Twitter too, Pommy. Some of the one of the questions was dumb. To be honest, like, why would you ask about John DeGurry? Obviously, like, I could ask a better question than that, surely. But now look. Yeah, well, Grice was here earlier. Bella. I wish she's obsessed about coming on here. I have no idea. Mike? Haven't seen him for a while. No, Bella's got a... being busy. Oh, what a block. Yeah, I haven't played NBA for ages, so... Yeah, he was here earlier. Do you are you expecting a annual board AGM or not? Probably for your club, or you're not gonna have an AGM now. I'm not too sure. I know Sammy GFC hasn't. Um, think he's the only one that hasn't been here. Um, haven't seen Gaming since since his new account. Yeah, Devon's been in here. I know that much. If I can get 90 points. Wow. I'm pretty sure Devon's been. Graz has been. I know has been quiet. Bella hasn't been in the last couple streams. I think she was on you. Like one stream in the last couple weeks, but I think other than that. Now I can't foul. I know I've got this one wrapped up in one. There we go, 91 points. Ooh. $95 points, wow, nearly 100 already. this last quarter, then I'm gonna go to bed. How many 3 points? Here we go, guys. 109 points. So There we go, 117 points. So, big pass and a layup beautifully, 119 points. Well, okay, so that's going to do what a win. Um, Thank everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to do this. Um, 6 likes. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate that. Look, it's all about now trying to keep growing. There'll be more content coming up. Whether if I need to do an update video on what's going on. I will try and do some AVO content as well for the Guernseys, like for St Kilda, West Coast, and Sydney. Obviously, that's part of the plan to do that. But we'll know more. Hopefully as well. But I don't mind it because we are performing really well, and you know we're gonna get there eventually. It's all about the hard work, and I've been putting in a lot of hard work lately. It's to try and improving and get better. Obviously we'll try and mix it up as well. Nearly 4 hours. But yeah, look, let me know what type of content you guys want me to talk about. If there's anything that you like and you want me to have an opinion on, I can always make a video of it. But until next time, bye for now.